L. Scalberg Jr. They both gave their lives protecting our freedom back on June 27, 2012. We want to thank all of the members of the military for all of their services. Of course, we have the 4th of July holiday coming up here next week. We got a big race here next Friday night that we'll talk about throughout the night. So before we get started, we're going to ask everybody to please rise for the playing of our country's national anthem. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're set. 6 divisions of racing. We'll kick it off with the 270 micro sprint heats. Your starting lineup for heat race number 1. From the pole, driving car number 87 out of Lebanon, that's Austin Graby. Starting second. In the 14, outside that front row, out of Nazareth, that's Brandon Kroc. Starting in the 3rd spot. In car number 34, out of Sinking Springs, Christy Swigert. Tonight, driving the Keith Heist 55, that is Brandon Heist. And going 5th in the 9D, 2-time winner this year, Devin Harron. Starting 6th in car number 41, the Rocket Man Mike Boyer. And going 7th in the 21K, he's a 2-time feature winner this year from Bethlehem, Tommy Koonsman. Both Devin Harron and Tommy Koonsman each have 2 feature wins this year, as we're getting set to kick it off this evening with the first heat for the 270. Green flag is out. Austin Graby will lead him down that back straightaway, but there's no start. There actually is a start. Okay, we're underway. And the 41, a Boyer with problems here on the front straightaway. So Mike Boyer, last week's winner here on the front straightaway, as he's getting assistance from the four-wheeler. Multi-time feature winner last year. 14-9-21. And that car able to refire, so he will join in the rear of the field. '87, Austin Graby. Austin, a former winner here past seasons in the 125s, also picked up a 270 victory last year. Brandon Kroc in the 14. Been running here weekly this year, the white and green number 14 car, currently the second place. Devin Harron, that brand new RTS this year, right out of the box, took 2 feature wins at the start of the season. And the other 2-time feature winner, Tommy Koonsman, right there in the 21K. So they're set for a restart. We have 1 lap in the record books here of heat number 1. Boyer quickly moving into 5th on the start. Koonsman looked down low. He's 4th. We got side-by-side for the runner-up spot. Give it to Devin Harron as they go into turn number 3. Here comes Koonsman. Strong move down low. And Kroc with problems of 14. Trying to get the car off the speedway. It looks like he will. And we'll keep going. Green flag racing. Your leader still showing the way, Austin Graby. But he's got Devin Harron all over him right now going into 2. Down the back, Austin Graby, Devin Harron. Then Koonsman watching from 3rd. Here comes Mike Boyer in 4th. Harron starting to close it in now, looks down to the inside, goes into turn 3, side by side. Battle for the lead coming out of 4. 9D Devin Harron pulls into the top spot. Graby back to 2nd. Koonsman watching from 3rd. Then the 41 of Boyer. 2 to go this time. Heat race number 1. But a lap and a half to go, and Harron starts to pull away from the field. You'll see the white flag this time, one more time around. It'll be battle for 2nd as they go to turn number 1. Koonsman down low, and the 87 of Graby up on the outside. Checkered, flag out. 9D Devin Harron, 21K. Tommy Koonsman 2nd. Then Austin Graby in 3rd. Mike Boyer finishes 4th. That was Devin Harron's 2nd heat win of the year. Go ahead and push. 2nd heat race coming out onto the speedway and starting from the pole in the 70 RTS chassis, Isaac Graby. Outside pole will be the number 19 out of Anvil, Matt Fernsler, starting 3rd. He's the leading heat winner this year so far. Driving car number 8 from Palmyra, Scott Gingrich. 4th starter in car number 5, that is Jesse Smith. And starting in the 5th spot, back with us here tonight in the 77H, Adam Harnish. And going 6th, as we've got 3 77s in one race. The 77S from Bloomsburg, Ben Stoltz. Scott Gingrich has been really quick in heat races. He has 5 heat wins this year. Let's see what he can do in this one as we go green. Fernsler strong takes that top spot. Rockets down the back stretch to 3 and 4. We got a change for 2nd now. Coming out of the corner, it's Gingrich. Fernsler in the lead, Gingrich 2nd. Isaac Graby, the 5 bouncing around, loses spots. Went from 4 to 6. That's Jesse Smith. Gingrich trying to reel in that leader. Matt Fernsler. That's 1st and 2nd. Isaac Graby in the 3rd spot, then Ben Stoltz in 4th. Fernsler in that beautiful number 19, showing the way down the back straightaway. Be halfway this time. This is an 8-lap event, 4 down, 4 to go. Gingrich closing in, trying to get that leader. Also, third and fourth getting a little closer between the 77 cars. Stoltz down low. He's trying to get that spot in turn 4 at the line. Ben Stoltz, after starting from the back, he's up to third. 2 to go this time. Fernsler, Gingrich bouncing around in turn 2, loses ground on the leader. One more time around white flag. Matt Fernsler will pick up the win in heat race number 2. Getting his first heat win of the season. Car number 19, Matt Fernsler. Second was the 8 of Scott Gingrich. Third, the 77S, Ben Stoltz. Fourth, the 77, Isaac Gravy. Fifth was the 77H, Adam Harnish. Sixth, the 5 of Jesse Smith. Up next, one heat event for the Sharp Mini Late Models. 4 cars will line up this way on the pole. Car number 7, Jason Dunkelberger. Outside pole will be the 99 of Tucker Gordner. Third starter is the 6 of Dustin Dunkelberger, and starting fourth, the 18J of Georgianne Swieger. Also a regular in the Legend cars, Georgie Swieger, the 18J. So 4 cars, mini late models. If you've never seen them before, they're a good class of cars upcoming. They've been running throughout central and northeast Pennsylvania, putting on some good shows, led by Jason Dunkelberger. Of course, the multi-time feature winner in this group, and he is starting from the pole. We had him here a couple times last year. This is their first appearance of 2019 here at Linda Speedway. The 600 modifieds will be up next for their heat events. 2 heat races for the 600 modifieds coming up after this heat race. Last year, Jason Dunkelberger, victorious in all of our late model events that we had here. Tucker Gordner, the 99, getting back up to speed. He was also a regular last year with the Tour. You can check them out. They do have a Facebook page, and they have information on how you could purchase one of these cars if you're interested in joining this club. Like we said, they've been putting on a good show and starting to grow, and hopefully as the season progresses, we'll have a few more added to the field. They are lined up side by side, ready for their heat race. Going into turn 3, they'll get the green. There's the green flag. We're underway. Leading that lap number 1 is the 7, Jason Dunkelberger. Jason powers through 1 and 2 with Tucker Gordner in second. Georgie Swieger up to third, and then Dustin Dunkelberger, the other car out there, in fourth spot. Sharp Mini Late Models. Leader starts to check out as he goes to 3 and 4. Knows this track very well. Raced here for a couple seasons in the 600 modifieds. Has some wins to his credit here as well in the 600 mods. They will come up now with 4 down and 4 to go. Battle for that third spot. Dustin Dunkelberger in the 6 car, trying to look down to the inside of the 18J. 2 to go on Jason Dunkelberger. Gordner in second, then third, still a battle. Georgian Swiger in the 18, holding off the number 6 of Dustin Dunkelberger as they will battle on the last lap. Here to the checkers. Up front, it's the 7, Jason Dunkelberger. Win going to the 7, Jason Dunkelberger. Then Tucker Gordner in the 99, the 18J, Georgie Swiger, and the 6, Dustin Dunkelberger. The XL 600 Modifieds regular point show tonight. Last week they had a tour race here, and they had a lot of cars, 4 heat races, good show. This year the mods are sponsored by the MGS Trailer Products. They are the title sponsor of the XL 600 Modifieds here at Linda Speedway. So we thank the folks from MGS Trailer Products. Heat race number 1 will be lining up this way, starting from the pole, driving car number 41S out of Allentown. That's Joe Plunkett. Starting second to 53, that's Chaz Baczynski. And going third in the 18J, second generation driver, Jarrett Seacrest. Fourth starter with the 84, the Sarge, Joe Carter. And starting in fifth, rookie driver out of Pine Grove, the number 90, Trent Warner. Starting sixth out of Fredericksburg, car number 1, it's Kenny Harris III. And starting in that 7th spot, a feature winner this year in a 98 from Pine Grove, Matt Warner. Starting 8th at 11, the 4H Ty Hoke. And your 9th starter is the 20, Corey Seacrest, driving his own number 20 tonight. He's a former Roadrunner driver over at Big Diamond, drove car number 20 there. And all the Seacrest family, they're getting involved in this XL 600 modified competition this year, and they have a lot of nice cars. If you see them here tonight, you'll see the 42 of Jeff Seacrest out here in the next heat race. So far this year, we've had 4 feature events, 4 different winners. 2 of them are tour races, 2 of them regular point shows. The point shows, Dylan McCrone and Matt Warner were victorious in feature events here this year. So the field making their way out right now. Heat race number 1 of 2 for the XL 600 Modifieds, MGS Trailer Products sponsored division. 600 Modifieds have a very busy season. They also have a tour, and next weekend they have two big events. On Saturday, July 6th, they'll be at Lincoln, and then on Sunday, July 7th, they'll be at the Spirit Speedway next weekend. So two big tour races for the XL 600 mods next weekend. Working on that first lap, complete, and it's a 53. Chaz Baczynski, the race leader, going down the back straightaway now. Joe Carter in second, and Kenny Harris up on the top. Harris was quickest out earlier in the practice session, driving that Peters Motorsports #1 car. And he will power into the second spot now here. 5 laps remaining in the first heat race. Chaz Baczynski in the 53. The one of Kenny Harris, the 84 now. Losing power was third. Everybody scurrying to get around him. That's Joe Carter's 84 lost power as he slowly crawls his way into turn #1. And the caution will come out, the 84 car, Joe Carter. So after running in the third spot, the 84 of Joe Carter, that car losing power, and he will be assisted back to the pit area. Tough break for the Sarge Joe Carter. '53 Chaz Baczynski making a rare appearance here and currently showing the way. Second spot is car #1, the Peters Racing #1 of Kenny Harris. Third, the 98 Matt Warner, and Ty Hoke's in the fourth spot in the 4H. Joe Plunkett running in fifth in the 41S. And then Jarrett Seacrest. Jarrett in his second year of racing with that beautiful number 18J, running in the sixth spot. Warner looked down low, but settles into that third spot. They'll see the 2 to go signal this time. Baczynski's got some company up front. 2 to go. Harrison second, Warner third. Ty Hoke running in the fourth spot. Jarrett Seacrest in fifth, and then Joe Plunkett. White flag in the air. One more time around. Baczynski looking good. Pulling away somewhat from the second place car. Working on the final lap through 3 and 4. And he'll be getting his first heat win at Linda Speedway, Chaz Baczynski. Impressive heat victory for the 53 of Chaz Baczynski. Second was the one. Third, 98 Matt Warner. Fourth, the 4H Ty Hoke, 5018J of Jarrett Seacrest. And sixth, the 41S, Joe Plunkett. Top 4 cars will redraw for the main event here later on. And the second heat will be coming out onto the speedway. They'll line up this way, starting on the pole. Car number 75M from Middletown, Madison Pacheco. Starting second, out of Pottsville, car number 5, Ray Gradwell. Starting third, former slingshot champion here at the Speedway, car number 28S, Sam Chicatano. And going from the fourth spot, out of Shoemakersville in the 00, it's Cody Manmiller. Starting fifth, the letter C, Winner this year, Dylan McCrone. And outside of row number 3 in the 6th spot, the 42 of Jeff Seacrest. Your 7th starter in the 211 out of Sinking Spring, Brian Blankenbiller. And starting 8th, he looked quick in hot laps earlier tonight, the 14, Greg Carrico. Incidentally, the 53 who won the first heat of Boshinsky and the 14 of Carrico coming up from Virginia to race here tonight. They'll start at turn 4. They'll see the green. Green's in the air. Gradwell up high. He takes the lead. Pacheco in the 2nd. Man Miller, Chicatano 3rd and 4th. 28S trying to get a spot up to 3rd. Really close as they go down the straightaway. Gradwell leads it then. Pacheco in 2nd. Chicatano 3rd. Side by side for 4th. Man Miller trying to get one more spot, and the C goes around. Dylan McCrone spins in 3 and 4, and the caution will come out. 2 laps complete. Yellow flag coming out for Dylan McCrone in the letter C car. We mentioned he won earlier this year. It was actually our point season opener. And last week he finished 2nd. So he's had a really good season so far, the young man in the Circle C, Dylan McCrone. 14, go outside that 42. So up front, as we get ready for this restart, Ray Gradwell in car number 5, longtime competitor, has been racing in the 600 modifieds for the last couple of seasons. The restricted 600s will have their heat race coming up after this one. 2 laps down and 6 remain. Your race leader is starting from the outside. Car number 5 of Gradwell. Under the green flag, underway. Gradwell, then Chicatano. Here comes a 00 of Cody Manmiller, looking down on the inside, trying to make a move past the 75M. Manmiller stretches into the first turn. He's got that 3rd spot. Pacheco in 4th, now battling with the 42 of Seacrest as he's down on the inside halfway. 4 down and 4 to go. Ray Gradwell, the leader. Sam Chicatano, 2nd. Cody Manmiller in 3rd. Jeff Seacrest 4th. Madison Pacheco running in the 5th spot, and then Dylan McCrone and Brian Blankenbiller. That's the field rundown so far. Gets pretty close for 3rd. We'll see the white flag one more time around. Ray Gradwell looking sharp out there in that yellow number 5. Chicatano is closely behind, but they'll come to the checker. Oh, it's going to be a close one. Right at the line, Sam Chicatano gets that win in the 28S. He takes the victory away from the 5 of Ray Gradwell right at the finish line. 00 Cody Manmiller was 3rd. The C Dylan McCrone 4th. 42 Jeff Seacrest 5th. 211 Brian Blankenbiller in 6th. restricted 600s. The youngsters will be coming out for their heat race. They've had 2 shows so far this year, and there's actually a tie for the points lead between the 2 feature winners, the 41 Logan Rumsey and the 56 Tyler Henry. They both have 367 points in the standings, and they are both here this evening. The lineup will be the number 2 of Jude Siegel starting from the pole, then the 56 of Tyler Henry starting in second. Starting third, the 21M Hunter McFadden, and fourth, the 41 Logan Rumsey. So these cars run a restrictor plate. They are the 600 micros with a restrictor. And it's a good opportunity for these young drivers to get the taste behind the wheel of a 600 micro sprint. And the way these guys have been driving this year, they're going to be getting far in their careers. We'll see how the season unwinds. Got a green flag coming out for the heat race as they go down the back straightaway. Now Jude Siegel's the leader. 1 car going into the pits. That is the 41 of Logan Rumsey, who was a winner this year. So Logan going back to the pit area. Two, Jude Siegel, 56, Tyler Henry, 21M of Hunter McFadden. This is an 8-lap qualifying event. They will redraw for the feature a little later on. Jude Siegel looking strong out there in the 2 down the backstretch, leading the pack. Had 2 different winners this year. White flag coming out one more time around on Jude Siegel. Jude has a nice lead on Tyler Henry's 56, the opening winner this year. Checker flag in the air, Jude Siegel. Getting the victory, car number 2, Jude Siegel. Second, the 56, Tyler Henry. And third, the 21M, Hunter McFadden. Hoosier Tire Mid-Atlantic Hyper Racing heat number 1 for the wingless 600 micro sprints will line up this way. Starting from the pole, driving car number 75 out of Blandon, Brevin Rothermel. Starting second, doing double duty tonight, driving car number 598 out of Pine Grove, Matt Warner. Third starter in car number 99 out of Lebanon, Brandon Heist, a feature winner last year. Starting fourth, he's out of York, Pennsylvania. Car number 49, Ben Ernst. And going from fifth, had a strong year so far this season, out of Mannheim in the 03, that is Ryan Groff. Your sixth starter out of Reading, the 22H Fred Heinley. Starting seventh, the winner this season in car number 3, Jesse Maurer. 8th starter, the 21K from Bethlehem, Tommy Kunzman. Starting 9th, the 87 of Buddy Hines. And going 10th in the 23, making his first start of the season, Alec Quiggle. Also making his first start this year, very accomplished racer, in car number 66, that is Billy Cuck. We have 22 wingless 600s tonight, so we split them into 2 heat races, 11 cars in each. The top 6 will redraw for the main event later on tonight. So Brevin Rothermel, he chose car number 75. That was his football jersey at Fleetwood High School. He uses that as his car number, and he will lead this field to the green flag. Heat race number 1 for the wingless 600s. Brandon Heiss made a nice move on the inside. Here comes Warner as he went high and now down to the inside. Slides up high, and Heiss goes back into the lead. Good racing up front. 99, Brandon Heiss. Matt Warner and Tommy Kunzman moves up in the second. Kunzman chasing down that leader very closely, going into 1 and 2. 99, Brandon Heiss. 21K, Kunzman looks low, trying to get the lead now. Going into turn 4, and he's got it. With 3 laps complete now, your new race leader is Tommy Kunzman. Brandon Heiss back to second. Warner in third. Ryan Groff in the 03. Battling with the 3 car of Jesse Maurer. That is for 4th and 5th. Two to go this time. Tommy Kunzman in the 21K. He's pulled away from the second place car. Brandon Heiss, 3rd and 4th, a little bit closer now. Matt Warner on the outside. Ryan Groff looking down low. Jesse Maurer watching from the 5th spot. Groff once again looks low in 1 and 2. Draws even down the backstretch to get the checker flag this time. And it's on Tommy Kunzman. Battle for 3rd on back at the line. Second heat win of the season in a wingless car, Tommy Kunzman. 2nd spot went to the 99, Brandon Heiss. 3rd to the 598, Matt Warner. 4th to the 03, Ryan Groff. 5th was the 3 of Jesse Maurer. 6th to 23, Alec Quiggle. Those 6 cars will redraw for the main event. Same story here for heat race number 2. 16S will start from the pole out of Fleetwood. Brianne Cronrath Whitmer. Starting second out of Shoemakersville in the 54D, it's Dynamite Dakota Bartlett. Going third from Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania, the 88J, Joey Amontea. Starting fourth, driving the 46 out of Slatington, it's Tyler Lindsay. 5th starter, been strong this year as well, driving car number 4. That is Ryan Greth. And starting outside of Ryan in the 6th spot, out of Holland, Pennsylvania, car number 11, Mike Thompson. 7th starter will be the 61 Ryan Kunkel, going 8th to 7B. Out of New Jersey, that is Aiden Borden. Starting 9th to 2S, making first start of the year, Garrett Smith. Starting 10th, the 14. Team car to Ryan Greth. That is Tyler Brem in the 14. And driving his own car tonight, car number 77, Earl Rice III, starting from 11th. After this will be the Charger Heats. This is the second qualifier for the wingless 600s. They're lined up, ready to go. Green flag at turn 3. We're underway. Dakota Bartlett takes off. He's got that lead as they go down the backstretch, going to 3 and 4. Lap number 1. Joey Amatea in second. Mike Thompson trying to get third. Look down low, still holding on that 4th spot behind Tyler Lindsay, that black and green number 46. Race leader is Dakota Bartlett, the 54. Joey Amatea running in second. Then Thompson taking the 3rd spot from the 46. Tyler Lindsay, they're close for that 3rd position. Then you have the teammates, the 4 and 14, running in 5th and 6th. Three laps to go, and it's still Dakota Bartlett up front. Two to go, signal on Bartlett, and then Joey Amatea. Mike Thompson in 3rd. 46, Tyler Lindsay. The 4, Ryan Greth. 14, Tyler Brem. White flag coming out. One more time around. Race leader out of Shoemakersville, Pennsylvania. And he's going to see the checker flag. Dakota Bartlett getting the win. Very impressive heat win. His second heat win of the year, 54, Dakota Bartlett. Second went to the 88J of Joey Amatea. Third, the 11 of Mike Thompson. Fourth, the 46, Tyler Lindsay. Fifth, car number 4, Ryan Greth. And sixth, the 14, Tyler Brem. The Chargers will be next with a pair of heat races. Here's the starting lineup for heat race number 1. The white and red number 30, that is the 30 pack. Chris McCarr will start from the pole. Starting second will be the 4D of Darrell Wagner. And lining up third in the 69, it's Chris Smith. Starting fourth in the 0, Eric Hollenbach. Eric Hollenbach in that 0. Starting fifth, the 10, Chucky Kimmel. And lining up in sixth, the 911, Chad Kreiser. Seventh start of the 45, Charles Wengard. And going eighth, car number 9, Don Stout. Starting from the back, ninth starting spot, the 97 of Justin Regal. (911) Chad Kreiser not out there, so we have 8 cars of the scheduled 9 out on the speedway. Front row, Chris McCarr and Darrell Wagner. And a couple of veterans in row number 2, Chris Smith, Eric Hollenbach. Green flag is in the air. First heat race underway. Oh boy, the 30 stepping on it maybe a little too hard, and it almost got into the 0 of Hollenbach as they got jammed up going into 1 and 2. We have the race lead going to Darrell Wagner here on the opening lap. Three wide down the front stretch. '97 of Justin Regal. He's up to third. Darrell Wagner, the 4D, the 69 of Chris Smith, trying to get the lead. Into turn 4, he's looking down to the inside. Regal watching from third, then a battle for fourth and fifth. All 5 cars now racing closely. A little contact on the back stretch. That will allow the 45 of Wenger to move up to third. So it's a 69 of Smith, 4D Wagner, 45. Wenger, your top 3. Then the 97 of Regal and the 10 of Chucky Kimmel. Wenger looks down low to the inside of the 4D. The race leader pulling away. Chris Smith in the 69. Smith, Wagner, Wenger, Regal in fourth, and then Hollenbach and Kimmel, 5th and 6th. The 45 got a little sideways, gets tagged, and spins to the infield, bringing out the yellow. So the caution flag coming out for Charles Wenger in the 45 car. Race leader is Chris Smith in the 69. Chris started from the 3rd spot and quickly made his way up to the front. Started to pull away before that caution flag came out. Chris Smith, the former champion here in the 69. And then Darrell Wagner looking strong out there in the 4D. He's in the 2nd position. 97, Justin Regal started 9th, and he's up to 3rd. Then it will be the 0 car of Eric Hollenbach. Car number 0 will be 4th. Followed by the 10 of Chucky Kimmel. Don Stout in car number 9. Chris McCarr in the 30 pack. And the 45, Charles Wenger.
You did not take that lap around 5. You're 5.
1 to go signal on the field. 3 laps to go. We'll see if Chris Smith can hang on here during these final 3 laps. Good start for Chucky Kimmel as he works his way into 4th. Trying to get 3rd now up on the top side. And he will get the 3rd spot. Watch that 10 car, but the 4D draws up high. And that allowed 97 to fight back on the inside. So close battling inside the top 5. Well, Chris Smith leads the 4D using up all the racetrack. And now he goes down to the infield. Will go out of this race. So a tough break for Darrell Wagner. Was 2nd and is now out of the race. White flag is in the air one more time around. Chris Smith, big lead. Back to the 10 of Chucky Kimmel. Once again, they're going to go 3 wide down the backstretch as we get the checker flag. '69, Chris Smith, your winner. The 10, Chucky Kimmel. The 0 of Eric Hollenbach. 45 and 9. They're still racing going into the pit area as Wenger moved up, followed by the 9 car of Stout. Heat race number 2. Starting from the pole will be the 13 of Chris Kinane. Outside, front row in the second spot. Out of Jonestown, car number 5, Sean Yeagley. Starting third. Current points leader in the 01, Troy Hostetter. Fourth starter, the 28 of Josh Demme. And lining up in fifth, the 66, first-year driver here at Linda Speedway, Brian Ryan-Smith. Driving car number 30 tonight, that'll be David Fiddler. And starting in the 7th spot, the 70 of Dave McMeans. And your 8th place starter will be the 4 of Paul Lambert. Coming into tonight, they're hooking up the 4D car, Darrell Wagner in the backstretch before we get ready for the second heat. But coming into tonight, Troy Hostetter, the point leader, 367 points and 1 feature win. Second in points, we saw him with an impressive heat victory, the 69 Chris Smith. He has 327 points. Josh Demme, third in the standings, followed by Justin Regal in fourth. And Charles Wenger, the winner last time out, in the 5th spot. Hostetter, Wenger, the 2 winners so far this year. Darrell Wagner being towed to the pits. Darrell, one of the area racers out of Annville, Pennsylvania, in his 2nd season. Last year, his season's best was a 5th. And unfortunately, so far this year, he's had some tough luck so far and now on the wrecker. So we'll see if they can get that car repaired for the main event. Now, last year, the 13 of Kinane, he was the leading heat race winner. Chris Kinane out of Quakertown, Pennsylvania, 73 years young. Driver of that 13 car. Third generation driver on the outside, Sean Yeagley in the 5. Get the 1 to go signal. This time he raced number 2. After this will be intermission and also our bike races. That will be after this heat event. Hostetter looks to the inside. He started third. He's up to second. Kinane leads him down the back straightaway. Yeagley back to third. And a battle for the 4th spot here on the opening lap of Charger Heat number 2. Race leader Chris Kinane, car number 13. Second, the 01 of Troy Hostetter. Yeagley in third. Getting close up front as they go into 3 and 4. Hostetter trying to take that lead away from Chris Kinane. Also close for the 3rd spot between Yeagley and Demme. Then Ryan Smith back there in spot number 5. Halfway through, 4 down, 4 to go. Front two cars close out of turn 4. Chris Kinane, who's led the entire way so far, now has the 0-1 of Hostetter right there with him. Hostetter looks low. And Kinane holds them off as they go down the back straightaway. Two to go on the field. Really close up front as they go down the backstretch. Side by side, the turns 3 and 4. And we've got a new race leader coming to the white flag. It's Troy Hostetter. Oh, the 13 going around. Oh, Chris Kinane on the final lap. Spins out in turn number 2. We'll have a restart here on the final lap. When we go back to green flag racing, your leader is the 0-1, Troy Hostetter. Second, the 28, Josh Demme. Brian Reinsmith in the 66, currently running in the 3rd spot. And then Sean Yeagley in 4th. 5th, the 70, Dave McMeans, veteran racer, back with us this year. David Fiddler in the 30. And then the 13, Chris Kinane. So it'll be a green coming out. Green and white. And the 28 of Demme goes around on the front straightaway. And the 30 lays down all kinds of fluids on the front straightaway. We're back under caution. Caution came out for Josh Demme, who went spinning across the front straightaway here to the infield, and then the 30. As they will have to work on the front straightaway here with fluid down on the speedway. So a tough break for David Fiddler, who's in that 30 car tonight. And also for Demme here on the front stretch. Shovel crew coming out here on the front straightaway. Still one more lap to go in this heat event. Intermission and the bike races will be up after this. Green and white one more time, and they're underway. Troy Hostetter, Dave McMeans, Sean Yeagley, the 5, then the 13 of Canaan, 28 of Demi, 66 Ryan Smith. They'll come to the checker flag, and it'll be Troy Hostetter getting the win. The win goes to Troy Hostetter in the 01, then the 70 Dave McMeans, the 5, Sean Yeagley, 3rd, then the 13 Chris Canaan in 4th. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. We need the 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. 3, 4, and 5-year-olds up to the starter line. We're going to go with your race first. 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. As you can see, they're lining up. Got to start with the younger generation first. All right, so I got the 3, 4, and 5-year-olds coming out here first. All right, we're going to ask each driver, each rider, name. We'll ask their name and their age, and we'll start with our first competitor here. Your name and how old?
4, 4,
And how old are you?
3, 3,
All right, 3 years old. Next one, name and how old are you?
4.
What's your name? All right. Next driver.
I'm
Your name is?
Macy.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay. Next one. Test 1, 2. All right. Here we go.
5, and my name is Kyron.
All right. Good luck to you. All right. Name and how old are you? We'll keep it a secret. Okay. And now the final one. You ready? Okay. Marshall 4. Marshall 4. All right. You know, I have the problem with this microphone. It seems that every time I'm here. So bear with me. And I'll try to stay in one spot, and that seems to work. So here we go. The riders are lined up here on the front straightaway. Okay, we have one retiring already here. It's a tough night. Green flag is out. And on the outside, taking the dominant. There. And he might just take it all the way around the track, all around the quarter mile. Group will be lining up. Next group coming out. We got 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, 8. They'll be lining up here on the front straightaway. And once again, we'll try to get their names. We'll see if this mic will reach here. And we'll start from the inside. Okay, we'll start with our first rider. What is your name? What is your age?
Drew, and I'm 8 years old.
All right, Drew, 8 years old. Up to our next rider. What is your name and your age?
My name is Peyton, and I'm 8 years old.
All right. Up to our next rider. What is your name and
Kelly.
all right. Next rider. What is your name and age? Okay. Your name, sir?
Jens.
All right. Next rider. Your name?
Rylan.
Next one.
Trent.
And
Isabel.
okay. Good luck to you. And our final rider.
McKenna.
All right. Set. Start. 6, 7, and 8. Up next will be 9, 10, and 11. Ages 9, 10, and 11. Check 1, 2. Okay, we'll start off. We'll ask each rider what your name is and how old are you?
My name's and I'm 10.
Okay, Nick, 10 years old. All right, next rider.
11.
And the next one.
Renee, and I'm 9 years old.
Next rider.
I'm 9, and I'm Pierce Lithgow.
All right, and the final one.
Bryson Clark.
Okay, here we go. Get them set. Ages 9, 10, 11, ready to go. Starter, letting them know how it's done, and there's the green. Rider up on the outside's got the strong move here down to the checkered flag, and he's going to hold them off for the checker. Might have to check social security card there on that winner. 9, 10, 11. Up next will be 13 and 14. 13 and 14 coming up next. Ages 13 and 14. Okay, we'll do them all now. 13 and up. 13 and up. The senior division, 13 and up. We're going to do the whole track this time. Anybody wants to come out, do the whole track, you can line up. Anybody that wants to do the whole track, you can line up here. 13, so everybody. So we'll call everybody out that wants to do the whole track. Any age, come on up. We'll get you lined up. around the quarter mile. One lap. Should be interesting here. We got a couple of them lined up getting set. So they're getting set here on the front straightaway, lined up. Have a clear track here. Safety first. All right, green flag in the air. One lap around the track, green flag. Got one coming up on the outside there. Got the second spot going down the backstretch. Let's see if he can pick up the speed here. Got half a lap to go. Same guy that took the lead, still up front as they go in 3 and 4. Looking behind him now, putting the arm up and getting the win. All right, we'll have to cheer on this one coming around. Cheer him on, coming out of 4 here. Going to complete this lap. All right, great job. Thank you for everybody for the participation. Some great bike racing. Good job by everybody, and go for a group photo down here. So after intermission, don't forget we'll have the feature events coming up. The 270s going first. followed by the mini late models, the wingless 600s, the restricted 600s, XL 600 modifieds, and the Chargers. Next week here at Linda Speedway with a 3-division show, as it'll be a time trial race for the 270s next week. That's the Freedom 30 annual race that we have here. 30-lap main event plus the time trials. Last time trial race was won by Pat Beeler here at the Speedway. Also have the winged 600 micros. I'll have the wings back on next Friday night. And there's a big 125 show here next week. Just added this show to the card and got a lot of sponsors. It's the 125s and also the 4 strokes will run with the 125s as we have been doing this season. And they have some pre-registered names already. They're up to 17 cars that are pre-registered for that race next Friday night. So as we mentioned, there's 17 cars pre-registered for that 125 race next week. $500 to win. Plus they have lap money. And they would like to thank the following sponsors for that race: Hammer Down Race Engines, Beartown Hydraulics Incorporated, MKG Racing, Stricker Painting, and Doug from the Bryan Racing team. And I believe all the laps, they're $5 a lap. I believe they've all been sold as well. Kim and Mike Glass helping to put this thing together. So you definitely want to be out here at the track next week for the 125s, the 270s, and the winged 600s. Next Friday night with warm-up starting at 7 and qualifying starting at 7:30. Of course, kicking off the 4th of July weekend next week. We certainly hope we'll see you here at Linda Speedway next Friday night. So in intermission time now. Got some great food down there at the Red Trailer. Check them out. I know the cheeseburgers are awesome. And they also have snow cones. That's perfect for a night like tonight. No doubt about that. And funnel cakes as well. You can't leave without a funnel cake. So lots of great food down there. Go check it out. And then we'll get ready for our feature events here. 6 of them coming up tonight. During the week, you can check out lindaspeedway.com, all the latest news, results, points, standings, upcoming events. Also on Facebook and Twitter. And also on that home screen of the lindaspeedway.com, you'll find the links for our official track photographer, Amy Williams. Click on that link, and by tomorrow morning, she'll have all of the pictures from tonight's racing card, all the cars and stars of Linda Speedway. And of course, you go back through the years on her website. So if you're looking for certain pictures, check them out. Amy Williams, our track photographer, and also thanks to our videographer, Jim Murdoch, who's here with us tonight. And there's also a link for Jim's website on the Linda Speedway page as well. So we thank them for all of their coverage here at Linda Speedway. Also, Mike Knappenberger here tonight from the Race Chasing Group on Facebook. And if you haven't joined that group, definitely check it out. They have a special bonus at each race that they attend, where if you have their sticker on the car, you will get a cash bonus in Victory Lane. So we thank Mike Knappenberger and everybody involved with the Race Chasing Group as they are here tonight. 6 features, and the 270s will be the first class coming out. While the motors are down, we'll give you that starting lineup. Starting from the pole in the 270 feature in the Bob Albright Motors, number 77, that will be Isaac Graby. Going alongside in spot number 2, two-time winner this year, driving the 9D, Statement Apparel Promotional Marketing 9D, Devin Harron. Starting third, he's a regular also at the Path Valley Speedway. Races out of Palmyra, Pennsylvania. Car number 19, Matt Fernsler. The TLC Flooring, number 87 of Austin Graby, will start fourth. And starting from the 5th spot, in the Stoltz Stove Sales, number 77S is Ben Stoltz, starting from the 5th spot. Starting 6th in the Koonsman and Son Paving, number 21K, Tommy Koonsman. And going 7th, the Al Garris Automotive, number 41 of Mike Boyer. 8th starter, guys, the Mark Hershey Farms, number 8, Scott Gingrich. And going 9th, in the Hartfeld Crafts, number 34, Christy Swigert. 10th starter, the Harnish Production Machine, number 77H of Adam Harnish. And going 11th, driving the 5 car tonight, that's Jesse Smith. The Deerfoot Used and New Auto Parts, number 14 of Brandon Kroc, will start 12th. And the 13th starter, 55, Brandon Heist. Added to the field is a 69 of Cameron Smith. All right, 1 to go signal on the field. Your first feature of the night. The Fredericksburg Eagle Hotel sponsored 270 micro sprints. 25 laps. First year driver Isaac Graby will share the front row. Along with Devin Harron in the 9D, two-time winner this year. They're getting ready to start. 25 lap, 270 micro sprint feature. And the green flag is in the air. We're underway. Devin Harron takes the lead on the start. Racing down that backstretch, we have a quick yellow coming out. Right here in the first lap. Yellow flag, car in turn 2. So the car facing traffic sideways in turn number 2. That is car number 5, Jesse Smith, that went around over there. In turn number 2, bringing out the early caution here with no laps on the board. So we'll have a complete restart. So the 77 will have to move back up front. Isaac Graby. He's the pole car, and he will move back up to the head of the class. Alongside of Devin Harron in row number 1.
On the inside, 55 on the outside. 14 on the inside, 55 on the outside. We're good.
Well, Harron got the lead on the last start. We're going to try this one all over again. Complete restart, 25 laps. As it gets set for the opening green flag, going down the back straightaway. It's in the air. We're underway. Better start for Gravy that time, but here comes Devin Harron. And again, the caution flag coming out for a car in turn number 2. The 14 of Brandon Kroc is the car over there in turn number 2. As we go caution one more time before one lap is scored. That time, Isaac Graby got a nice start. Harron was fighting him down the back straightaway. Then we had the spin. Brandon Kroc, the 14, rejoining the rear of the pack. Racing regularly this year at Linda Speedway. Ran most of the season last year with us. Drove 2 different cars last year and then switched into this 14 car.
55 on the inside, 69 on the outside. 55 on the inside, 69 on the outside. Good then.
Live audio on YouTube tonight. And we have some listeners in. We welcome you and thanks for tuning in tonight on YouTube. Listening to the races here from Linda Speedway. They are lined up and they'll get the 1 to go signal this time. Green flag is in the air. Graby leading them out of turn 4 underway. Fernsler looks down the inside. Here comes Herron. And he takes the lead going down the back straightaway. Lap number 1. Devin Herron showing the way. Koonsman looking for racing room from that 4th spot. He was trying to look through the middle of the 77 and the 19. Thought better of it now. Holds down that 4th spot, lap 2. Herron, the leader. Ben Stoltz, the 77S, now second. 19 of Fernsler. 21K of Koonsman. And the 5th place car is Mike Boyer. Herron down the back straightaway. Opens it up on Stoltz. And Koonsman, Fernsler, Boyer, they're close. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Battle for the 6th spot. And it's Scott Gingrich in car number 8, running 6th. Austin Graby, 7th. Isaac Graby running 8th as the car goes to the pit area. So Brandon Heiss is a car that went to the pit area. He's in the 55 car tonight, and his night is over. As the race lead continues to be in the hands of Devin Herron. 2nd spot is Ben Stoltz in the 77S. Running 3rd, the 21K of Tommy Koonsman. 4th, the 41, Mike Boyer. And now in the 5th, on the outside, the 8 of Scott Gingrich. Fernsler back to 6th, Austin Graby 7th, Isaac Graby in 8th, Cameron Smith 9th. Adam Harnish running in the 10th spot. 2nd and 3rd getting closer between Stoltz and Koonsman. We now complete lap number 9. 9 laps down this 25-lap main event. Devin Herron pulled away, but we got a battle for 2nd. Stoltz trying to hold off Koonsman. Boyer, he's drawing them in, running 4th. And then a gap back to 5th. That's Scott Gingrich. Herron's starting to close on the tail of the pack. They are side by side for that last spot right now between Christy Swigert and the 5 of Jesse Smith. And here comes Herron closing in on those cars. Nice lead on 2nd and 3rd. We're complete lap number 12. Race leaders Devin Herron in the 9D. 2nd is Ben Stoltz in the 77S, and 3rd, 21K Tommy Koonsman. Mike Boyer is 4th. Scott Gingrich 5th. Side by side for the runner-up spot. Koonsman down low, Stoltz up high. Koonsman's got it. We have 11 laps to go, and Tommy Koonsman now has taken 2nd, and he's going to try to work through this pair of lap cars, try to muscle his way up and catch that leader, but Herron has a good lead right now, about a half a straightaway. Koonsman gets by the 2 lap cars, racing down the backstretch. Some more slower cars coming up for Devin Herron, just ahead of him. Brandon Kroc racing with Harnish. Koonsman trying to reel in that leader. Getting closer for 3rd now between Stoltz and Boyer in traffic.